Hey guys, I am back. Last time I talked to you, I told you I was going to go for a consultation at the Nicholson Clinic for the duodenal switch. Well, I went. It was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. Everyone was so nice. I mean, from the receptionist Melissa, everyone was super nice. Okay, so let me walk you through my experience. I arrive. Yes, I arrive. Okay, so I get there and then I go in and I have to be weighed. And of course, that's like the worst part of any doctor visit, right? So because you fill out all this paperwork saying what you think you weigh. Then you get on the scale and you find out you weigh even more than you thought you weighed. Then, so you're on this emotional roller coaster. Then you get into the office and the doctor scratches his head or taps her toe or breaks the news to you that you're overweight, as if you didn't know all of that way before you got to that table and sat down, right? So it was a little different with this visit. Now I did fill out the paperwork saying that I weighed this amount, and I got back there and I did find out that I weighed 5 pounds more than what I thought, which was extremely shocking and pretty disheartening. But the whole weighing experience was so nice because I walk up and the gentleman that's standing there, and I cannot remember his name, and I don't know why I can't remember his name because I had so much fun with him. Picked on him the whole time I was there. Had a lot of fun. But I'm gonna know his name. I have to go back again here very soon. So I'm gonna get his name and I'll be able to tell you next time. But he was so awesome. I walk up and he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna need you to step on here," right? He didn't even name that scale. I was like, yes, he has experience, right? So I get on the scale, and I'm like, hey, do I need to take off my shoes? And he's like, oh no, I'm like, well, I don't want those ounces. So I get on the scale, and he's so just like professional that he's like, okay, you're done. And I'm going, done? What is this done? Because I'm so used to like the person that weighs you is gonna look at you and go, and then they write it down. He's like, okay, let's move on, right? And I'm like, whoa, he did that. Like, this is who you were, not who you are. So let's keep it moving. And I really liked it. But when I looked down, I was that person that you hate at the doctor's office because I'm going, the hell? Right? And I look at him and I'm like, put your foot on my scale, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm 5 pounds more than I was. So that was kind of disheartening, but it didn't bother me because it's like not seeing it stun him was pretty cool, and it stunning me was like, but I quickly moved on because the experience was so great. Like, we get into the room, we get to talking, we chat, he goes, okay, which surgery is it that you were looking to have? And I told him I wanted the duodenal switch, and you can kind of tell that that's not something a lot of people come in for. So we sat there, and then quickly Dr. Carlton comes in. Once Dr. Carlton comes in, I'm like, whoa, this dude has a lot of energy. He's like just talking. He's like so casual, and he tells us about his favorite sports team and, what schools he's watching. He was just so laid back, and my fat didn't matter. It was like, whenever you deal with people, a lot of times whenever they have a conversation with you, you feel as if the entire discussion, they're looking at you as if they pity you for being that fat person in the room. And it can be your own feelings. Sometimes, yeah, people are bitches. And, they can treat you a little different. But sometimes after being treated so differently for so long, you tend to start treating yourself differently. And you don't realize it. But it's you. It's not them. Okay, and that's your opinion of yourself. It's not necessarily the other person's opinion of you. In some situations, granted, it really is the other person's opinion of you, but it makes you socially awkward. And I love this experience because I did not feel socially awkward. You know, I was able to ask questions. We were able to, talk, and he didn't treat me as if I was some fat person that gorged on Cheetos all day. Or, it's like, you did it to yourself. I didn't feel like that. And I really enjoyed that experience. I really enjoyed the conversation. After talking to him, I did change my mind on which surgery to have. Now, this is why my major concern that with the duodenal switch is that this surgery can take 5.5 hours, and I'm concerned about being out that long because someone my size would not be easy to knock out in the first place, but to knock me out for that correct amount of time, and you know what I'm saying, it's a math equation, and it's not my math equation to do, but I want everybody else's experience to be as easy as possible, okay? Because if they're at ease, then I'm at ease, and if anybody's worried about something, then I'm going to be worried about something, and I ain't got time for that, So I want them to go through an easy process so that my process can be easy. And yes, it is selfish, but damn it, it's about me right now, So I was concerned about, having me not, because my thought process is eventually I'm going to wake up in the middle of this long surgery, and they're going to have to put me back to sleep, and will they put me to sleep for too long? I just want to wake up at the right time, okay? So I discussed that, and interestingly enough, what I did not realize, because I watched another lady's video on YouTube who had the duodenal switch, and she was able to actually record her surgery, which I thought was truly amazing. I really wish I remember what her name was on that channel, because it's been a while since I watched it, but it was amazing to be able to just, she had the camera in the room, and they recorded everything. It was just amazing. But she went through that long surgery, and that scares me, to be truthfully honest. So I was telling him my concerns. He said, well, let me tell you first off, I do this surgery in 2 surgeries, not 1. Other doctors do it in 1, but I feel more comfortable in doing it in 2 surgeries. And I was like, oh my goodness, because the first thing I started thinking was, you know what? When you cut me once, I really want that to be it. I don't want to be cut again. So I was a little concerned there. I said, okay. And he said, well, let me tell you about the duodenal switch. And he explained the process. And of course, they have the visuals there for you. And the first part, just, to be really quick about it, the first part of the surgery, which is the part he would do initially, is the sleeve. It's the sleeve surgery, which a lot of people just get the sleeve and go on by their business. But for the duodenal switch, it's a 2-part surgery under Dr. Carlton, and you would get the sleeve first, and then they'll come back and, cut and reroute your intestines and all that good stuff in the second surgery. But he was telling me that a lot of patients have found that after having the sleeve, they're fine. They don't necessarily need to come back for the second part of the surgery. But that's always an option. So I was thinking, well, let me go for the sleeve. Let me see how this is going to pan out, okay? So that was my ending decision, was to go with the sleeve. So that's the process I'm on right now. Now, I was told that let me tell you about that too. I was told that I have high blood pressure, which I wasn't shocked there, because sometimes whenever I go to the doctor, I've gone to the doctor before, and they go, oh, you have high blood pressure. And they'll put me on blood pressure medications, and then later on, it's like, okay, this isn't controlling your blood pressure. Well, it's this and it's that, and next thing you know, I'm off blood pressure medication. Then I'll go to another doctor, and my blood pressure is just fine. And then I'll go back again, and they're like, no, you need medication. So it's like, for me when it comes to my blood pressure. It's highly unpredictable. But this time they're like, you know what? We couldn't even do your blood pressure. I mean, we couldn't even do your surgery because of your blood pressure. So you're going to have to go on blood pressure medication. And I'm like, well, cool. So they give me a blood pressure pill, and they also give me a diuretic that I can always remember the name of because I've taken it before, and that's the hydrochlorothiazide. And the blood pressure pill I can never remember the name of, and I forgot and left it back there, but it's like Emola something pill something. But it's a funny name, but of course I read all the side effects because I thoroughly hate medication. So I was reading the side effects on the pills when I first got them, and I noticed that one thing it said that it'll make you tired, and I was really underestimating this doggone pill because I'm like, it'll make you tired. Tired, smart. I can handle that. Well, I take these pills, and I'm supposed to go back next Friday. They have me just seriously exhausted. Like, I'll get up in the morning and I'll do all my little morning rituals, and then I'll sit down and I'm like, ugh, I'm just like, I'd rather just lay there. I don't want to sleep. It doesn't make me sleepy. It just makes me extremely lazy, and that's like the last thing I need. So there's that. I'm definitely going to have that discussion with the wonderful lady by the name of Sandra. I believe her last name is McCoy. She is so amazing. She's there at the Nicholson Clinic also. She was the one that discussed my blood pressure with me. She took my blood pressure. She prescribed my medication. She gave me her number. She gave me her cell number. She said if I ever need anything, let her know. She's so freaking awesome. She was really nice. So very nice. Everybody there was so nice. And I'm really looking forward to going back because whenever you find an office where everyone's so kind to you, then you don't really mind going to the doctor so much. So I'm kind of looking forward to my trip back, even though it's a good drive. But, so that's where I am. I'm on the track to getting the sleeve. I'm taking my medicine exactly like I'm supposed to. I'm extremely tired, which is negatively affecting my desire to go to work out every day. I'm noticing that already because I'm like, oh, I can't get myself out of the house. So it's affecting me being able to get out of the house. So once I get out of the house, then I'm cool. And I'll get in there and I'll work out and I'll do what I always do. And then I'll leave, But, oh, my goodness, it's tough. It's really tough. But, anywho, and I'll let you know how we're going to combat that later. But this is my handy-dandy folder they gave me at the end of my visit. And it basically tells you every single step that's going to take place, when it's going to take place, the order in which it's going to take place. It's pretty awesome. It even tells you about the diet you'll do before your surgery, which is pretty neat. Pretty much better than what I thought it was going to be. So I was pretty happy about the surgery diet, the pre-surgery diet. And of course the post-op diet I have studied backwards and forwards and up and down and every way. And I'm just like, you know what, I'm ready. Just let's get it on. But the first thing I have to do is get myself a caseworker, and that's the page I'm waiting to turn now. I'm supposed to get a letter within 2 weeks from my consultation from a caseworker, and that'll be my caseworker. That'll be my buddy that will go through this process with me, making sure I have all my I's dotted, my T's crossed. So I'm looking forward to getting that letter. I'm actually stalking my mailman because I'm like, you got my letter, what's up on my letter, So I'm waiting for that. I'm really excited about that. But that's my update. So right now, for me personally, what I'm doing is trying to get my food together, which is not great. I'm trying to reintroduce salads. And it's like, I hate salads, y'all. I really do. I hate salads. But the one thing that I forgot is that I do better with salads with a little bit of salad dressing. Not much. I'm not a salad dressing fan. But with the little salad dressing, it's a little better. But every time I've tried to get myself on track here lately, when I go and I eat my salad, I've been doing it without the salad dressing. So, of course, I look like someone that's being, tortured for some reason, which is terrible because people who are tortured are really going through something. My dumb ass trying to eat a salad. So how silly is that, right? But I'm just like, oh, I'm worse than a little kid. Oh, I can't like this. But I had one yesterday, and it had a little bit of dressing on it. And of course, I eat like really small salads, and with a really small amount of dressing, it's better. It's better. So I feel a little bit better about my eating, because for a second there, I was feeling really out of control, and I think it was because I'm coming from this doctor's visit. And after the doctor's visit and seeing what the diet I'm going to need to be on, and working out in my mind that I want to lose, roughly 65 pounds before this surgery. And this is just something I put on myself. This is nothing from the doctor. This is just Timona on Timona, okay? And I'm going, okay, you need to lose like 65 pounds. So then, of course, I'm in panic mode, and I'm all upset with myself because I can't get my portion sizes correct. I'm like, how did I do this before? And I'm freaking myself out, and I'm getting in my own head and messing my own self up, self-sabotaging left and right, So now I've kind of calmed down a little bit, and I feel a little bit better. The medicine definitely did not help because I'm always tired, so I'm just like, and then all I do is think about how I should be eating better, but I'm not eating better. And I end up stressing myself out even more. So I'm going to put an end to that. We're going to squash that. There will be no more stressing Timona out. I'm feeling better about today, which means I'll be feeling great about tomorrow. So once I go to the doctor again, I'll give you guys another update. And also, I'll still keep doing the cooking videos. My oven is still giving me all kind of crazy trouble, and probably just gonna have to buy a brand new one because it's just dying left and right. One day it's good, one day it's bad, so it makes it really hard when you want to plan a video. But again, if you guys want to know anything, or you want to discuss anything, or if there's anything you want me to cook, just let me know. And yes, I will still be cooking the meals that I cook that are not necessarily super healthy, but I'll also throw in some like healthy stuff. So I'm doing both, but just let me know if y'all want anything. But I'll see you next time.